Which weighs more, a pound of feathers or a pound of lead? Of course they weigh the same, 1 pound. But this question can be confounding because in our everyday life, we often label weight as density. Lead is much more dense than feathers, and a pound of lead could easily be held in your hand. On the other hand, a pound of feathers would take up much more volume and could not fit in the palm of your hand. Density is a physical property that describes the amount of matter or mass per unit volume. The units of density are ratios of mass to volume units. Chemists typically use grams per milliliter, which is the same as grams per centimeter cubed, and grams per liter, which is used for gases. The motion of molecules changes with temperature, and thus density changes with temperature. Most substances become more dense as the temperature is lowered because the molecules move less and are able to get closer together. Water is unusual in that around 4 degrees Celsius it expands as it cools. This continues into the solid phase, and ice is less dense than liquid water. Since water covers much of the surface of our planet, floating in water is something that occurs in our everyday life. It is not mass that determines whether something will float or sink. For example, a pebble that weighs much less than an ocean liner will sink. Rather, density determines whether an object will float or not. Anything that has a density that is less than that of water will float, and anything with a density greater than that of water will sink. The density of water is approximately 1 gram per milliliter, and since ice is less dense than water, it floats, allowing some aquatic wildlife to survive even when ice forms on the surface of bodies of water.